Well, hello everybody, Hugs here, and welcome back to Gems and Glory Gold Mining Simulator. We're back at it again today on Diamond Creek, of course, as always. But today is going to be a really good day, guys. We have our wash plant set up. We don't have to worry about that this episode. Oh man, the amount of stuff I just moved, absolutely ludicrous, but we got it. We have our planters, we got our sluice boxes, we got our trommel, we got the shaker, we got all freaking 4 or 5 of these things set up. Thank goodness. Today is going to be all about mining, all about making that money. That's what we really need. Just going around right now, I'm checking all my generators, making sure everything is off because there are some small tweaks that I want to make. And yep, those guys look off. That is going to just up the efficiency and the quality of life just a tad bit for our wash plant here before we get into things. So mainly what I want to do is adjust the water system. And for, something's weird here. If any of you guys know the answer to this, please chime in the comments down below. When I go to interact with the tower here, it says 0 gallons. It's got gallons because, it's green. It's still supplying water over there. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I can't refill it anymore. I'm just going to roll with it. But for now, what we're going to do, we are actually going to move our gold nuggetator down over yonder, real close to where our mats come out. I feel like it's just going to go much quicker down there. And then we are also going to get a water extender and a couple more of these red hoses. That way we can actually control the flow of the water supply with the valve that is on that extender and cut off certain things where we don't want water and leave other things on where we do want the water. So that's the plan for right now. I got a couple, potentially a couple things to buy. I might have some things sitting around in like warehouses. So I am going to have to flip-flop back a little bit just to see what we got. But I'm going to go gather up all the supplies we're going to need for this little project, and then we'll get started. Well, I didn't see any of the things I needed, so we are going to buy a couple things right now. Head over to the store, one of my favorite places in the game, obviously. Now we're going to need a couple of these fat water hoses right here. I'm going to get like 3 of them. I don't think I will necessarily need 3, but it doesn't hurt to have them. And we're going to need 3 of these fat water hose connectors. And water splitter, we'll get one of those. And just a couple more of these like small cables as well. Actually, those I don't need, but the green water hoses, I definitely need at least like 1 or 2 of those. Okay, very good. And that's our maximum space that we need right there. So I'm pretty sure that is everything I need to complete this project. Let's go ahead and check out. And I love it. It's just all laid out right here so nicely. Very good, very good. Let's get this all loaded up real quick. There we go. We got everything loaded up into our truck. I think I only saw, we got 3 of those, but yep. Okay, we should have everything. So let's go ahead and take the long journey all the way back to over there. It's actually not too far unless you're driving an excavator and hauling stuff around. Hop, skip, and a jump later. Here we are. Let's park you right there. Beautiful. First thing we'll do, let's move our gold nuggetator. And I'm actually going to put all these mats in here for ease of transport. Never mind. It's already loaded up. Okay. Well, that's even better. So we got stuff in there. Disconnect all of you and let's run this down and find a nice place not in our truck. Somewhere down here that it'll fit in pretty well, but it's a little tucked out of the way too. Okay, here we go. Now this does need water, so I do need to keep that in mind. And it also needs power, which we have power down here, but no water. Thinking probably right here is going to work out just fine for it. Go button is right there. Check. Water, power. Okay. We need a power cord over here, and we need a small water hose that's going to be run over there as well. Here's one power cable. Very quick. We got to go out of here. Okay. And into you we go. So that'll run off this. I'm perfectly fine with that. That shouldn't interfere with the operation of any other gear. For water, we are going to need a dedicated splitter down here just for this. And we'll pop that right there, I think is a good spot. Now we are going to have to run another red hose down there as well. And the hose will come out of here, but it's not going to go immediately down there. Which one do I want it? We'll do it out of this one, and we'll drop it right there. So this is going to be the first of a couple of the different breakpoints that we put in here. This will go right there. It will go into that, and then we're going to get another red hose. And this one is going to be run all the way down there. Now this is going to let us control the flow coming out of our water into this guy. And that way it's just going to be dedicated only for there. The other spot where we're definitely going to need to do that is this guy right here. So let's go ahead and just immediately pop this off and give me one of you. you're gonna go right where that was and literally dropped right there. Let's get this guy and we will attach that as well. 1 and 2. So now we should be able to do that. And that cuts the water completely off from this machine. And it'll let us keep the water on our gold nuggetator, our wash plant table, or not our wash plant, but our wave table over here, along with the magnetite separator. So that's beautiful.
Perfect.
That's absolutely what we're looking for. We can actually test it right now too. See if this is working correctly as intended. Let's pop you on. There we go. We've got water going there. And look at that. It adds a nice little symbol too when it cuts off the water. Cool. Is there any way there's no way to cut off water over here, right? Yeah, that was one thing I definitely did not see. So water's off. Where's our little handle? And water's on. Perfect. Working as intended. We'll leave everything off for now. Don't want to be wasting water if we don't need to be. Last piece we're going to need is a green hose down here to connect that. And then I think we are all set up and we're ready to mine.
A few inches later.
Come here, you little rascal. Let me get you plugged in. Bam and bam. And I actually feel like this is a much nicer spot for this as well. This way we could just bam, take our mats out, in, done, cleaned up. We're good to go. I'm actually thinking I might want to move that water connector from up there to down here. So I don't even have to go up there to adjust the water on this stack. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that real quick because it should definitely reach too. That's going to be this guy right here. We'll do a little bit of winding and then we'll run this down. And I'm actually going to put it like right here. Let's go ahead and grab this hose as well. We just want to make sure everything's going to reach, not going to have any issues. And oh, perfect. Whoa, we got water coming out. Hold the phone. I got to get this sorted quick. All right, let's get this on. You, there, and there. Okay, now we're all hooked up. So now when we need water here, or when we need water to cut off here, we just come right over here and turn that on and off. And whoa, yeah, grills, I know. That's the whole reason we want to be able to do that in the first place. So beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking to do. Let's go ahead and finish getting our mats and everything put back in over here. I got to tell you guys this. I took a trip back to the other claim not long ago to check on a piece of equipment over there, and things are not looking great. Let's just say Nighthawk is in a bit of disarray. You'll see when we get over there, because we are going to need our cordylus over here today. This is the last bucket we need over here, and we are done setting this up. We've got mats, we've got buckets, we've got gem trap, we've got everything over here. Let's go ahead and head on over to Nighthawk. I'm going to show you guys the situation over there. It's a thing.
A few moments later.
Welcome back to Nighthawk, and boy, is it peaceful over here. I almost forgot what it sounded like when there wasn't machinery running 24/7. It's kind of crazy. And look at the mountains. This place is very picturesque. So, here we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Was there an earthquake? Pretty sure this is one of our Frankensteins, and it's completely flipped upside down. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, very unfortunate, very unfortunate. We're gonna have to get this corrected before we can mine here again. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but why did it do that? I don't understand. Sometimes I don't get it. But we do need the cordylus from over here, so that's why we came. We do have to go hit the transport window, and we'll pop it over to Diamond Creek, and then we'll have to control it and get it into position. And before we do that, anybody want to work for me yet? Nope, nobody wants to work for me. All right, this is what we need to be doing though. So let's go here and Nighthawk parcel. We want to make sure this is going to Diamond Creek. Very good. And we only have 2 out of 7 machines on there. That seems low. I feel like we have more. Well, either way, this is what we need over there. The cordylus, because it runs on gas. Anybody get my jokes here? I don't even know. I feel like I've been saying that one for a while. Let's go ahead and move it. 1,500 bucks. Not bad. Guys, if you're enjoying the gold mining simulator content, make sure you drop a like on the video. And if you're not already, make sure you do subscribe. It is absolutely free. All right, let's get back to the action. And there she is. Look, she loaded in. Pretty good. I'm quite impressed with that. Now, we are going to have to walk it over there, which is going to be a little weird. You know what? Can I jump on top of this thing and control it while I'm up here? Is that going to work? Let's try this. I've never tried this before. Maybe I'll be able to see my guy, too. Oh, hang on. wrong remote. Well, let's see here. I've never tried this before. Whoa. Okay. We don't move with it, so that's a little unfortunate. I was hoping me being up there would just kind of go, but no. Of course not. All right, we're going to have to like slow walk this over. Let me switch camera angles here. And where am I? Where's my guy? I kind of want to see myself. I wish I could.
Hello, handsome.
Oh, well. All right, we got to get this all the way over there, and then I'm going to figure out the optimal spot for it. So we'll see. I'm not sure where that's going to be just yet. This is what I was worried about. I'm out of range. I'm going to have to constantly kind of like keep pace with, or actually, hang on, big brain move here. Why don't we run over there? So we're ahead of it in range. Yeah, that's the way to go, I think. Yeah, that was definitely the move. Didn't have to adjust at all. Now I got to get this all the way down there though. To do that, I got to go all the way around that side. So I might want to move myself probably to smack dab in the middle of that pit here in a second. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. And can I? Nope. Okay, I can't do anything with the controller in my hand. That's a little annoying. Let's get over there. This is probably good right here. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. All right, back to our cordylus. Let's go. We made it onto the pit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I may have to move the excavator here soon because this is gonna pretty much take the spot of that thing and let us essentially dig, I think, close to anywhere that we want out here. It's gonna be a very, very beautiful thing. It's gonna open up a lot more ground for us. I think that's about as far as I want to take it there, so let's go ahead and get our hands back. And you know what, I think I'll turn that off for the time being as well, just so we're not wasting gas on that thing. So let's hop back into our huge excavator now. And that guy, I'm just kind of gonna park out of the way somewhere and try not to fall into our giant hole that we created over here. Oh, don't want, there you go. I was on every camera angle but the one I need. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I should probably try and do this a little strategically. I want to dig out this whole front portion here first. So this is where I'm going to position the cordylus over here, dig this whole area out, and then we'll work our way backwards on the claim towards that way, and we'll do everything from like the forward backwards, if that makes sense. We've actually already kind of started doing that too with our little pit right there, so things are working out perfectly. All right, we'll leave this guy right here. Let's get back to our cordylus, get that into position. I think we are gonna need to extend it at the, oh, I hate that so much. You go to adjust the camera sometimes and you just end up flopping right off the thing. Okay, how do we do this? Let's see, go there and we want to extend you. Retract, G, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, don't act like you're not impressed. You know you are. Are we at full extension? I'm pretty sure we are. Let's go ahead and lower this thing now. I want to get maximum length out of it because we're going to need to go all the way over there. Well, maybe that's a little too much length right there. Okay, that should be good for us. Let's go ahead and start getting this into position now. I need to make sure it's long enough to fit into the hopper over there, but it's also going to reach that section over that way. And this is actually not as long as I was thinking. May have to adjust a little bit here. Thinking that's looking pretty good right there. That's given us a decent amount of distance. You know what? I wonder if I could get away with that. I think as long as it's on that metal plate, it's going to be hitting it. We'll try that right there, and I'll set up the excavator right past our pit, and we'll start digging from that area. So let's go ahead and go to conveyor mode, turn super speed on. If I can remember how to, wait, rotate left. Oh, quite fancy there. Look at that. Okay, belt speed. Let's get this on super speed. And let's get everything all set up. Let's go. First up, let's get our power started for our conveyors over here. Number one, on you go. Everything's moving. Good. Number two, check. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, let's get over here. Do our next one. Wait, do I have a next one over here? I think I do. Okay, everything's working there. Good. Check. Now, we just need water for up here. And then we should be set. Oh, and these guys too. Okay, water. Check. Are we cooking on high heat here? I think we are. Okay, let me go ahead and flip this generator on and then we can hop into our excavator and start digging. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I like to see. Full operation. Plant in full swing here. Let me go ahead and hide that. Don't need to see it. Okay, into our excavator we go now. Let's start digging. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go.
Wow.
Now let's see, what's going to be the best spot? Right about here. Let's check our bucket. We're going to be able to dump in there. A little bit weird, but yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, let's go ahead, start digging. I'm going to continue right here in our pit that we started before. And if nothing feels as good, and you all know this, as the first bucket. Let's go. And that should transport that up there at like light speed. We're actually going to have to be a little careful here because we're going to be digging way faster than our plant can handle. So we'll have like some relaxation time while we're at it.
One eternity later.
There's definitely a little bit of downtime when you're digging here. I kind of use this angle as my bird's eye view so I can keep an eye on the plant, make sure nothing's getting overloaded. Like right now, there's still dirt going up there, and I feel like that guy is about to reach its limit like any second here. So I need to keep a tight eye on it.
2,000 years later.
Yep, there it is. That's what I was worried about. We're putting in too much dirt, and we don't really have a very good way of controlling all these conveyors, so we're overloading our wash plant up there. And that's, I think, only happening because we have the smallest wash plant. Eventually, we're going to have to think about upgrading that, but I refuse to think about it right now. Okay, that's for future projects. I want to get some nice gold totals out of this and gem totals before we even think about it, because this claim is going to have to pay for itself. I'm not going to take any more money away from Nighthawk to buy equipment over here.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
And while we're on the topic of Nighthawk, I am going to have to jump back over there eventually and start working towards the big orange beast again. That is definitely on my checklist of things to do. I think we are super close to being full over there. I just want to run over and check real quick. I do not want to be overloading this by tomb. Oh, never mind. We're at 60%. Okay, we still got a way to go. My spidey sense is a little off today. Okay, we're having a little bit of an overloading issue here. So I'm actually just going to run over and pull the plug on this last conveyor hopper right here. And that's terribly dangerous. Don't do that. But we'll do that. And then we shouldn't be overloading this anymore. But this guy will be filling up. So that'll kind of alleviate our problem a little bit. We may as well check over here while we're in this spot. Just see how everything's looking. Okay, going good. 86% there. We probably don't... Wait, what? Oh, this guy's still going. Whoops. Okay, let's pull that cord and go put the other one back in. That's the one we don't want feeding. I think in all likelihood, we probably don't need any more dirt being at 90%. Let's go ahead and plug it back in. And we'll just keep an eye on the buckets now until we hit 100.
2 hours later.
All right, there we are. We're at 100%. So let's go ahead and pull the plug. I actually want to pull the plug on this guy and on our wash plant as well. So we'll leave these two on the ground, and then we can cut the water down here and get to cleaning up our gold catch and where is it? There it is. Okay, beautiful. So now we should be good to go here. I'm going to start with the mats. We're going to get a bucket over here. Or do I have one? I do. Perfect. And yeah, we'll do our first cleanup of the day and see how it goes. This is actually quite exciting because the last run we did wasn't even a full run. The buckets were at about 80%, and I was happy with the gold total we got off that one. So this one should be even better theoretically. Look at that. One run off the mats filled up our bucket to 49%. That's really good news. Here's everything but our gem trap. I actually don't have an extra bucket to put up there. We ran out. So I'm going to have to process this dirt and get this all cleaned out before I have another bucket and I can grab the gem trap up there too. All right, here's our gem trap bucket. We're ready to start running our dirt through our magnetite separator. Beautiful. So I've already got a little bit loaded in there, and I've got a bucket staged right here for the magnetite because, yeah, that is going to go pretty soon. But let's fire this bad boy up. Let's start the process here.
2 hours later.
All right, we're ready to start on the wave table here. I did it a little bit differently this time where I pre-made 3 buckets of gold-bearing material for us to be dumping in here. So as soon as this hits below 50%, we'll dump our first bucket in, get it in over here, and we'll just repeat the process. And that way we shouldn't really have any issue with going under as long as I time this right. Oh, and I did not look at our gold count. Well, it shouldn't really matter, should it? We'll see what it says at the end. All right, that's the last little bit loaded into our wave table here. And man, I think our claim heard me when I said it has to pay for itself because our gold and our gems is just jumping up like super quick. That's great to see. I'm happy to see some big returns out of this. All right, we're at almost 200 carats of gems right now. We're just a little bit left to process here. Let's see, what's our totals at? Oh, baby, look at the gold. 1152 of gold and 75 carats of gems. That is ridiculous. What is this place? We're getting the best gold we've ever gotten, like from anywhere, right here. And we're using a subpar wash plant. Oh, man. Oh man, we may have to upgrade. We're gonna have to upgrade this like real soon, guys. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Let me shut everything off here. Wow, I was not expecting that sort of gold total to come out of here. That's a lot. That is a lot. We were getting like 700 out of our tier 5 wash plant over on Nighthawk parcel. Okay, big gains over here. Big gains. Let's go ahead and do one more clean out. I want to get as much as I possibly can today. Let's go. Ooh, I'm going to be super low on buckets here, guys. Buckets are a major issue right now. We're running very low. All right, I got our buckets sorted. We're ready to go. Let's get our water back on here. I'm going to fire everything back up and hop back in the excavator, get this party started. I think what may happen here, guys, if the numbers continue like this, we're probably going to end up moving our tier 5 wash plant off of Nighthawk and onto here. I'm not going to buy a whole new one if we're getting such like good gold numbers and gem numbers out of here. It doesn't make sense to buy a whole new one.
A few inches later.
Okay, having some problems here. I had to jump out and make some emergency fixes because things were not operating properly over here. I don't know how much dirt we lost, but we had a major backup over here. I forgot to plug in the right plug, and yeah, kind of a disaster.
Come on, man.
Oh, we definitely lost a bunch, but hopefully not too much. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to say we're probably done digging. I think I have enough dirt between the wash plant and what's in the conveyors to finish this off. So I'm going to start getting everything in position to do our clean out here and see what we get. There we go. Pretty much full. All right, I'm not going to push it anymore because now that I know this dirt is really valuable, I want to try and preserve as much as it is possible. And yeah, extra scoops in there would just be scoops we're wasting at this point. So let's go ahead and cut our water off and let's start our clean out process. There we go. There's all our buckets ready to go. How many buckets? 4, 5, 6, 7 buckets of material going into this thing. This is absolutely insane. No wonder we need so many buckets. Jeez Louise. I'm going to start loading this up and we're going to see what sort of count we get out of this. I'm very excited. Can't forget to switch our power over. I don't like this system here. We may have to run a generator just for this stuff over here. All right, that's the last of our material through our magnetite separator. Let's turn this thing off. We've got a ton of magnetite over here, and we've got, more importantly, all of our gold-rich dirt right there. So let's fire up our wave table. Let's get this whole process started. You guys know the drill, and our gold and gems are already shooting up. Oh man, this is so beautiful. I love this claim. All the pain that I went through previously to get this set up, totally worth it. Definitely worth it for the amount of gold and gems we're getting here. Last bucket going in here, and we're already at 2,400 ounces of gold, 248 carats. Oh man, this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I don't know what our tally is going to be at the end of the day. We're going to visit the blacksmith and sell everything and see. But I can already tell you right now, Tier 5 has to happen over here. We got to get everything moved over. We're missing a lot of gold here, even though our numbers are insane. The setup we have here only catches like some, I don't know the official numbers, but maybe 40% of the gold. Yeah, we could be getting a lot more. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to move our Tier 5 setup over here. Final tally. What do we got? 1,071 ounces of gold, 68 carats of gems. Oh boy. Okay, let me shut this all down. You're off already. Perfect. I think I'm just going to go over there, turn the power station off before we leave to sell everything. So that way we're not wasting that. But let me check our generators over here. Yeah, these generators got to go off, I think. But other than that, we are ready to go sell. Let's do this. We've only gone down 2% gas on our power. All right, forget it. I'm going to leave it. Now, you know what? We'll turn it off. Just can't forget to put it back on. But that's like nothing. It's crazy. Why is there a soccer ball here? I do not remember that. That must be a new addition. Let's go ahead and visit our friend the blacksmith. Can I interact with this thing? Yeah, I can kick it around. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get everything all processed here. Smelt our gold. Smelt it. Whoever smelted dealt it. Everybody knows that. Smelt it. Bam. Okay, let's wait a little bit here and let's get our gold bars. There we go. Shiny gold bars ready for me. Where are they at? There they are. Look at that. Oh, man. I think that's just as impressive as our biggest haul that we've ever had. Let's go get this over to the bank and we're going to have a beautiful payday today. First time in a while. Watch out, bank. Ford coming through. Oh, yeah. Coming in hot. Let's go. One day I'm going to take out this light post here. Let me turn this off real quick. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth, guys. How much are we going to have? What do we have right now? 112. Let's go ahead and sell everything. We'll sell our gems first. Oh, I got to do all the carats. Okay, there we go. And now let's sell all our gold bars here. Oh, the gold bars. 4.5 million. Oh, man. That is so amazing. It feels good to have money again. It really does. All the hard work and the time and the effort that went into setting that place up. Oh, man. It's good to see it pay off. Okay, you know what we got to do. We got to get the Tier 5 set up over to Diamond Creek. That is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be worth it, though. I got to tell that to myself in my head. It's going to be worth it, Hugs. We're going to do it. But guys, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss that episode when it drops, and drop a like on this video as well if you did enjoy it. But as always, have yourself a beautiful day, and I will see you all on the next one.